busy companion. Insight with me, Chetan, Pathak. We've got around about 10, 11 minutes left of the programme. We're still joined by Saloni, Belaid, who's an entrepreneur who is here to talk about some of the stories making headlines here in India and around the world. Thank you for being with us, Saloni. We were having a chat about what is to come in the second half of the programme during the break. We're going to start with the ruling which happened about a week ago now, the Sabarimala temple in Kerala, which is going to now allow women of menstruating age into the temple. Up until this ruling came through, women aged from 10 to 50 were not allowed to visit the temple, and that, of course, is because traditionally menstruating women in certain parts of Hinduism, it's regarded as unclean for them to be there when they are menstruating. But this temple was different in the sense that women of just menstruating age, whether they're on their period or not, aged from 10 to 50, were not allowed to enter. But India's Supreme Court said they'll no longer be barred, and in fact its Chief Justice Deepak Misra said that religion is for one, dignity and identity. The right to practice religion is available to both men and women. It's back in the news today because one particular group that doesn't agree with the Supreme Court's ruling, the National Ayappa Devotees Association and the Nair Service Society, said that they want to challenge this. They don't agree with the ruling. However, the Supreme Court says that their plea into this, the plea hearing they want, will be listed in due course and it won't be heard immediately. So, what did you make of the decision in the first place to now allow women of menstruating age to be allowed to visit the temple?
I think that's a good thing because women need to worship and have the right to worship. However, I do agree that while they are menstruating those few days, to respect the temple and not to enter it. There are many reasons for doing so, and it's not just Hinduism. In the Old Testament, in Leviticus, Jewish women, Christian women wouldn't, chapter 15, they were deemed unclean for 7 days. In the Quran 2.222, again, women are told to be, to stay away for those few days. Same with these ancient Hindu temples. The reason the Hindus do it is because it's to do with the prana and the energy inside the woman, because we always aim for a higher energy to move upwards through the crown chakra. Whereas when you are menstruating, you're ridding yourself of toxins and it's an energy flowing downwards. So that's why women should not enter a temple, because it will distort her balance inside. There's actually valid reasons for it. And also, it was a time where women get those 4 days off. They didn't have to cook, they didn't have to work, they didn't have, they were taken care of. It was their rest time, it was their break time.
That's your personal view, and Saloni and I were having a chat in the break. This will have to be a separate show on its own. So I was saying to Saloni, my time as a journalist, when we've had this discussion, it's always centered around breaking the stigma and the taboo, and often women sharing their experiences of being treated negatively when they are on their period, when they're menstruating. And of course, these are your personal beliefs, and that's how you approach it. You're not saying that everybody else should do it. That's where you're coming from. But what do you say to women that say, look, this is outdated, it's a stigma, you should still be allowed to? And indeed, this whole Facebook campaign that started about, I think it was about Happy to Bleed, the Happy to Bleed campaign, of women saying, look, these are sexist attitudes. We're not allowed into a temple. We're not allowed to pray and do our worship when everyone else can. It's not fair. We need to stop treating women as being impure when they're on their period.
Firstly, the women that are saying that, are they in the temple throughout the rest of the month? A lot of these women aren't those kind of women. Those that do go to the temple regularly do respect and understand why it's their own choice not to enter the temple. No one even has to tell them. But the kind of women that are doing the outcry are the ones that wouldn't really go to the temple much anyway. And
you're saying that, so there'll be many who will say that we are. That's kind of a judgment that you're giving on them. That woman, for example, with the placard may well be someone who wants to pray all the time, but just feels that this is not the place to do it. And of course, you've agreed with the fact that menstruating age should go. And as
yes, I think women have absolutely the right to worship.
Of all age. But don't you think a Supreme Court ruling like this now at least challenges stigmas and taboos, and people stop thinking about it as impure? I know you don't see it as that, but we hear those horror stories in India of women, for example, that have been put outside of the house. They're not even allowed in the home when they're menstruating. Some women, I'm not saying that this happens all the time, but we have had stories of women who have died, for example. They've been kept separate from their family whilst they're menstruating, and actually we need to challenge these taboos a bit more.
I think that's a bit extreme if women are dying. I mean, it happens in Orthodox Russia, in Orthodox Jews. They have something called the red tent, where the women would go somewhere separately during the menstruation. There is something in this history, and I'm curious to know the root and why. But for me, I do understand the spiritual reason for staying away, and also the physical. To have that break is lovely for a few days. And I think.
But there's nothing in text that says, for example, in the Gita or anywhere else, and certainly having read the Gita, I know it's not there, but in anywhere that you could read where it exactly says that menstruating women should not be doing this. It's just your interpretation and how
there are
seen
texts. It's not necessarily in the Gita, but we have the Shastras, the Upanishads, there's Vedas, there's so many other.
But that's interpreted. There's nothing in my understanding that talks about menstruation periods, and if there is, then we need to look at these quotes, don't we?
Like you said, it's a program in its own right. There's plenty that.
Well, we'll come on to this, and if you're listening and watching this, think you want to get involved, it's something that I think we should do, and I think yours is an interesting point. There are other groups out there who are specifically aiming to break down these taboos and stigmas. We should probably have a discussion around this table, which of course is centered around women with these experiences, as opposed to just you and I.
Yeah,
as a guy having this discussion. We've got 5 minutes. We're gonna move on very quickly to the vegetarianism, and I know this is another story that you're, as a veggie, passionate about.
Absolutely.
And I'm veggie now too. I only for the last year I used to eat fish and things like that, and then have cut that out. And we like to think often India regarded as a vegetarian country, and there are some states that are predominantly vegetarian. But this from Live Mint in India, this headline coming out that vegetarianism is not growing in India. And other than Rajasthan and Punjab, the share of meat eaters in all the other states across the past decade has gone up. Did it surprise you in any way, this?
To be honest, it did. Because when I look at India, I still see a lot of vegetarianism, especially under, with the world the way it is, with the green agenda. You've got Virat Kohli that's turned vegan. His wife is now a vegetarian. You're seeing celebrities, Shahid Khan, John Abraham, Kareena Kapoor. So these are all role models that we were talking about earlier on that people look up to, and for health benefits. Because if you look at this correlation where India is eating more meat, when I read this, I actually looked at the correlation with cancer in India, which has also increased by size. So there's a parallel link, because it's well known that red meat causes cancer. So the cancer has also increased with the meat.
There's some scientific studies that point to that. There are others that refute that and say that having some red meat in your diet is part of a good all-round diet. It depends. There are different science studies, like with wine, is it good for you? Is it bad for you? There's an argument either way. Let's put up the map just to give you an idea of where this is happening, and meat is on the rise. We've got a map that we can put up on the screen. They're just helping me. Guys, can we put the map up? The Indian map. We'll stick that up. There we are. So we've got Rajasthan and Punjab. So that isn't on the rise. And actually that's seen a drop in the number of meat eaters. The places like Maharashtra, Jammu and Kashmir, Haryana, Bihar have seen meat eaters on the rise. And even somewhere like Gujarat, for example, which we sort of consider as heavily vegetarian, has seen a slight rise. Of course, it's worth thinking about a religious breakdown here too as well. Muslims far more likely to be eating meat, and certain scheduled castes, as they call it in India, that will be eating meat too. But interestingly, right across the board, other than Rajasthan and Punjab, it is on the rise. We have 60 seconds left. I know you are not a huge Strictly Come Dancing fan, but it was front page news. People saying, this isn't news. But people that are watching Strictly, which is one of the most watched shows in the country, are hooked on this particular story about Sean and Katia. They are a couple who are in the show. They're not actually a couple, they were caught kissing. That's Sean on the left, Katia on the right. Katia is married to one of the other professional dancers. Sean had a girlfriend who he's now split up with, and her girlfriend has made her feelings very clear on social media. They were caught kissing. There they are. This hasn't happened so far in the history of the show as it's been going on as a news story. Some people answer the questions. Should they just leave? They've been disrespectful to their partners. Instinctively, what do you think? I know you're not a fan of the show.
I don't really watch reality TV. I've got a busy social calendar to be watching too much TV. But if I was a producer of that show, I'd keep them on, because I think it will bring the viewers in to sort of see this drama unfold.
And I think for the BBC at the moment, neither of these two have commented other than apologising. They haven't given further statements as to what has happened. I think, Saloni, you're absolutely right. For the BBC, this could well be ratings gold. It's front page news, and Saturday night, even like you, people with far more important things to do than watch Strictly might just cast an eye over what's happening here and to see how this thing plays out. Saloni, we're totally out of time.
Thank you.
All those stories. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Emma, that's it